so we're gonna finally make these foot pegs a little bit safer, a little bit better. So we're gonna use some pieces of 1-inch tubing. These ones are just for examples. May or may not end up using pieces of them for this, but basically gonna use one kind of down the side of the foot like so, and then there's gonna be one that's got a bend in it, or maybe I'll just build a whole single piece with a bend in it, not too sure yet, that's gonna run around the back side of the foot, down underneath, kind of like up towards the Achilles tendon a little bit, not right at the bottom of the shoe, but up just a touch, and then kind of wrap around the back and then tie up into the tube on the other side. So that way your foot will stay on the thing when it's trying to throw it off. So we're going to use the old Rogue Fab bender to bend up those foot peg, foot holder things. Not really sure what to call them, but foot peg mods. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Make sure you go check them out. Their website, roguefab.com. They're also on Instagram. And if you go and buy something off their website, use our code. It's BuildsNotProjects25 for $25 off a purchase of $100 or more. Make sure you go check them out. In an effort to get the trike to drift a little better, we got these 16.5 658 trailer tires. These are made for like boat trailers and stuff. So they are a DOT tire. They're 6-ply, so they're pretty stiff. They've got like 50 PSI in them right now. Otherwise they try to debead because these wheels are a little bit too wide. Put them on a 7-inch wide wheel. They're supposed to be on like a 5.5-inch wide wheel, but you know, it'll work. All for the scent. So we're going to be taking these guys off, putting these on. Looks a little bit different, but with the smooth, not so grippy tread, should get some good drifts. So the foot pegs are done for now. They should definitely hold your feet in a lot better, kind of wrapping around the back of the ankle, and then up the side there you got some like nice side support, so that should be good. They look a little bit goofy when you're not on here, so I don't know what I'm going to do about that, or if there's really anything I can do about that. So they should hold your feet in good though. So now we're going to go ahead and move on and get the exhaust mounted up. so I just got done with this exhaust mount. Basically just used some flat stock, made a little V there, and then each one of these is all separate and they're stacked in the order that they go on or come off. So this one being the first one to come off when you take them off because of the way that they're tangled in up there. That would be the first one in the stack here to come off. So should hold them on there nice and solid now. They're definitely not going anywhere. Well, the gas tank almost fell out the last time we drove it. It had 2 screws left in it, so putting some more back in it, and then eventually it'll get riveted in, but for now, these screws will have to do. So it's been about a week since I drove this last. Both of my knees are still nice and purple from banging on the side of this. So I'm gonna just use some of this 1/4-inch neoprene foam, put it on here, slap a little tape on it to hold it on there for now. And then eventually we'll come up with a better solution, but this should work for today. Alright, well, the little bit shorter tires as well as the smooth tires and the new foot pegs, this thing's a lot more fun. You're able to kind of hold yourself in there better with the foot pegs, and it actually does spinnies, so it's actually kind of a drift trike now-ish, so we're going to go ahead and keep drifting around, see what we can do. Oh, it's already started.
Cool, okay. Well, for once I broke something we built. The chain flew off while I was doing some mad, like 50-mile-an-hour spinnies down the road. So we get to either find that or just slap a new one on there. But this thing is kind of nuts. It is so fast, and when you can just break the wheels loose at 50 miles an hour, that's a little scary when the brakes are not amazing. So get it fixed up, keep drifting. Good, and then I lost it.
so the drift trike definitely drifts really well. It's actually really controllable, even though being a CVT you wouldn't really think it is, but once you get it sliding, it actually, you can keep it right where you kind of want it. It's not bad at all. Exhaust mounts were definitely needed. We knew that they were going to be needed, but just the way that we had been moving the motor around and stuff, I didn't want to build them yet and then kind of have the motor not be able to sit where I wanted it. So those are all done. The foot pegs look a little bit goofy, but they definitely work really well. Hold your feet in place. The little bit of foam that I put on there earlier today definitely helped. My knees don't hurt near as bad as they did last weekend. Definitely still bruised though. Gonna have to build some sort of maybe a foam pad or something for there that's actually like nice looking instead of just some taped on foam. But you know, we'll get that done later. Basically this thing's gonna be ready to tear apart now that we've got most of the kinks worked out of it. Get her all torn down, finish welding up some of the welds that we couldn't get to in its state currently, and then this thing will be getting all painted up and be put back together for its final assembly. So make sure you stay tuned, hit the like and subscribe button if you already haven't, and thanks for watching.